What's up, boys? Dave here with my man Kline. What you do today, Kline?
I went undefeated. I 2-0'd everybody.
2-0'd everyone, actually?
I lost one game to Drytron.
Damn.
But I won 2 and 3, so
it's 5 rounds, so you're 9-1 today.
9-1.
Hell yeah, what'd you play?
I played a PK, BA, level 3, do everything deck.
Let's see this list.
Start off with the PKs. 3 torn scales, it's the best PK. 2 boots, this probably should be 3.
Why'd you only play 2?
It's kind of not my list. I tweaked it a little bit. Shout out to Aaron McInnes. He won a case tournament with this deck, and I just kind of took his list and I tweaked it a little bit. He only played 2. I kind of went 3. I missed it sometimes in the grind game. 2 cloak. This card sucks. Gloves. This card also sucks. I side this card out a lot. It's probably incorrect, but it sucks. Tour guide. Ignore the not ulti one. I need a third ulti. Graph, Seer, Scorn. This is going to be Sand Game going forward.
I think I like that more.
So, you go Tour Guide, summon Sangan, and then Sangan searches either a Droll or an Ash or a Bell or whatever hand trap. I think it's just better.
When I was playing the deck, I couldn't find a Skarm, so I played Sangan. Then I was like, wait, this searches all the same cards.
Yeah, like it's just better.
And then better cards too.
Yeah, it searches better cards instead of me searching the Tour Guide for the follow-up.
And you can get the Tour Guide if you want to for the follow-up.
Extenders, 2 tracker, 1 wielder. These cards are really good.
Why is that ratio?
I don't know. To be honest with you. I don't know if they're once per turn, but that was the ratio Aaron played, so I played it and I haven't argued it. 1 junk forward. I want this to be more. This card's cool. And then double Kagemucha Knight.
I think a junk is one of the few too that you can like draw multiple and it's still combo.
Right, because you just special 1, normal 1, and you're playing. Yeah. This card's cool for a card that's coming up. And then it's a change block with Tour Guide, so it's nice because that card eats hand traps like nobody else. Jackalope Snake because they're level 3 extenders. And they're upstart goblins. Bring them back to 3, 2. 1's not fair. The only hand traps I played was 3 Phantasmic, 3 Ash. This card just punishes at fair decks. And a lot of times you can summon this and it'll stick. And then when you go Verte, they can't imperm or Veiler you.
That's kind of cool.
It's good to resolve, yeah.
It's also like link fodder if you need it too to go into like the Varnish and shit.
And it just draws you cards. It replaces itself. It's very good. And this is just the best generic hand trap.
And it's a level 3.
And it's a level 3. There's been multiple times where I would go normal this, chain Kagemucha Knight, and I would play.
I like decks a lot like that where your hand traps are actually also combo pieces because then it kind of fixes the problem of hand traps being garnets.
Right. I agree. And then the cool card in my deck, I play 3 Aqua.
Ooh, baby!
So you normal this, get hand knowledge, or rip a card out of their hand, and any level 3 extender you're playing.
And get rid of the hand trap too that would stop you. That's crazy.
You can hit a Veiler or an Ash or something like that, so your Dragoon goes through. The only thing that doesn't hit is an imperm, but it's fine.
If they have it, they have it.
If they got it, they got it. They're usually going to imperm the Rusty anyway before they hit the Anaconda. And then the 2 Garnets that love to be in my hands even though I play 53 cards.
The more cards you play, the more likely you are to draw those.
They're always in my hand. Game 3 against Drytron, both of these were in my hand.
No, shout out DM God.
Spells. This card's crazy. 3 Ready Fusion.
I'm really excited to get to try that card. Do you play Instant Fusion too or
I do not.
How come?
I don't know.
Would you play 2 Ready, 1 Instant?
No, because my extra deck's already tight as it is. Like, there's other extra deck cards that I want to play that I can't.
Even if you didn't play a different extra deck card, would it be fine to just play 4 of that card?
Probably, yeah.
Since you can only activate it, you should probably play multiple.
Well, if you only play 1 target anyways, it doesn't matter. You just want to see it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but join Instant Fusion, Ready Fusion is technically better than double Ready Fusion.
Not if you only play 1 target, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but Instant Fusion is better because if one gets negated, you can activate the other one.
I guess, yeah.
It's
I
like
hope no one negates that card.
Yeah, like I said, your Tour Guide and your Torn Scales love to eat hand traps, so you just activate this until level 3 and you're playing. Call by the Grave, this card should be banned. I want it gone. Card's ignorant.
Probably going to be about
I hope. 1 Rhoda, search. There's a lot of times where you, instead of searching a PK, you just search junk for it. Special junk for normal Tour Guide, and then it's full combo.
Can't you search Kagemusha too to chain block?
You can search Kagemusha. You can search. There's times where I search Aqua Dolphin.
Oh, that's kind of nasty.
Yeah. E-Telly because it's a free level 3 extender. 3 Chalice. This card is probably my favorite card in the deck. Into boards, especially into the Tri Brigade board, it just you can hit Appaloosa, you can hit the Shurag, and then My deck really doesn't do anything.
Turn
else.
off 3 negates with 1 negate.
Yeah, I think that Char Brigade deck sucks. And then I only played 2 droplets. I only own 2. I need a third. So if I need a third,
Only 2, but has ulti. Just get rid of them for secrets.
No, never. Never. And then 3 talents.
How'd that card perform for you?
Well, these are commons.
They are commons. I'm poor. This card also, this next to Chalice, this was probably my favorite card in the deck. And a lot of times I didn't draw or change a heart. I would just confiscation a card after I offered off, and then they're down 2 cards.
Yeah.
So.
And like typically they hand trap in order to proc that, so they're actually like down 3.
Yeah.
It also immediately threatens Dragoon. If they have a Dragoon on board, they have to like play correctly, or else you take and kill them.
Correct. Yeah, I think people who don't play around this card, which is a hard card to play around, it just punishes really poor players.
Literally poor. They don't own the cards. They're not used to playing around it.
And then the 1 fusion. Traps, 3 Fog Blade, 1 Shade. This card's crazy.
Especially against Try.
Yeah, like against Trap again, and like even like the fair decks, like it's so good. And then main deck 3 goes in that.
Oh geez, that's kind of spicy.
So essentially my whole inboard's dark, and you're not gonna be able to crack a Dragoon, Rusty, double Fog Blade with.
Almost all your extenders are dark too, I believe, except like Junk, Forward, the Psychics, and
The Dolphin.
But the Dolphin's like a normal summon. It isn't an extender; it's a starter. But yeah, a lot of decks can't play through Gozen. This card, I think it's better than Rivalry. I think it's 53.
It's better in your deck too, for sure, because like a lot of your stuff switches. You got Warriors, Fiends, stuff like that.
Right. You want to do the side or the extra?
Extra first.
Link Spider for 1 in the Bureau token when you get nibbed, and then for the trap. Cherubini, this card's a god card. It sends Graph for cost and then Graph Summon Seer, and then it just.
So weird how that card's like better in every other deck than BA.
Except for BA, right?
Yeah.
It's a BA card. Well, that's the same thing for like Almirage. Almirage is a salad card. It sucks.
They can't even play it. Why'd they give it that name?
It's awful. IP, this card's really good. This card should probably get hit, or Dragoon. This card probably should go back to the list also. I think this card's really ignorant. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think this card's ignorant. Like, dump a PK, set a Fog Blade, and then you keep playing.
It is an insane card. It gives you so much advantage for one card.
When you do this with the Break Sword that's coming up, this pops a card, Break Sword pops a card, and then when you have Fog Blade and Grave, it's just reoccurring pops. It's just, I think it's really good. Nightmare Unicorn for the IP play, and then for access code, I played 2 Break Sword. 2 comes up actually quite often in the grind game. Levier, you gotta play, because all your PK's banished, you just summon it back. This was a cool card, Redoer.
Do you make that off when the PKs come back?
Yeah, so when you go Break Sword, pop a card, and the PK's cards come back, you make this. And this card's actually, if you don't, you have to answer it immediately, or the game's usually just over.
How come? Because don't you only get it with monsters when you do it in this deck?
So you're taking a card off your opponent's every standby phase, and a lot of times you'll get spells, traps, and you're just recurring too much damage. And this card's a hard card to get rid of, so it's always a $2,400 body. So it's hard to deal with. Downer for the Zeus. I never ever make these.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even going second?
I didn't make these today once.
And do you think about to cut it, or you're going to keep it on it?
No, like this, it's just too, like Zeus is just too good of a card to cut.
Okay.
And like you need Downer to go with Zeus. I think these cards go hand in hand to everybody's extra deck. Like I wouldn't play Zeus without Downer.
This gives you the extra.
Yeah, like
usage
1
of it.
cent's just not enough. Like I think you need 2 cents with Zeus.
Especially with everyone playing imperm and stuff. Like, if they chain an out that's not strike, you kind of want to have something.
Right, like, I agree. And then level 3 Flame Ghost, it's a dark, so that's why you use that one. And then a card that should be hit in some way, shape, or form. I don't feel like I earn my wins when I activate this card. I win a lot of games with that card. Side deck, Triple Nibiru. I wanted something for like all the combo decks like Drytron. The people who play Rescue Cat play into this card really hard. There's like random Warrior decks, Thunder decks, stuff like that. Like I think this card's really good. A lot of your Drytron players are bad and don't know how to play correctly, and this card punishes them really bad. 3 Droll because I respect the Drytron deck, and then both Shoutout decks.
I play Bach. The Drytron deck sucks. I respect it.
2 Bell. I don't own a 3rd Bell, so it's 2.
Yeah, you still got 2 more than me. I'm gonna play that card
fun
too.
fact, I have never sided this card in.
Really?
Yep, never comes in.
Oh yeah, would you play Libic?
No.
I don't like the idea of Libic. Like
Yeah,
a Garnet to fix
This
me
card
draw a
sucks. Do not play
Garnet.
this card.
Yeah, no, Scarm sucks. We're playing Sandgame.
Sandgame.
And then for back row, Pinkertops, Duster, Reboot, triple draw. And then the last card, because I'm ignorant and I like to win in time.
Yeah, baby.
Bar for game, baby. Haven't done it yet, but it's gonna come up.
Bar's 30.
I should have did my shout outs at the beginning. Shout out to 2 people for the deck profile. Shout out your hobby place, the logos I play at. Shout out Duels Academy, the best Patreon and Discord. If you want to get better, sign up for Duels Academy. Shout out Aaron McKinney's for the list, and that's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.